Welcome to the Forbidden Kingdom channel, the place to learn about history. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share this video if it is useful for you. In this video, we will discuss myths that exist throughout the world, especially Greek mythology. So, let's get started. You must have heard of Zeus, Poseidon, Medusa, Aphrodite, Eros, and all sorts of others. Before we discuss this exciting and very numerous story, let's start from its origin, the origin of the ancient Greek gods and goddesses. We can divide the ancient Greek gods and goddesses into 3 generations. The first is the primordials, the second generation is the Titans, the third generation is the Olympians. The primordials, as the first generation, is more symbolic than the generations below it. In the beginning, there was nothing empty or void. After that, the first thing that appeared was chaos or chaos. From chaos emerged Gaia. Gaia symbolizes the earth and is considered the mother of all creation. Under the earth, there is Tartarus, one of the primordials. If applied now, it means hell. Many are confused about distinguishing between Tartarus and the territory of Hades, or underworld. Underworld means the world of the dead. Tartarus is hell, the world of the dead. However, Tartarus is more of a place where the most terrible monsters and the most terrible criminals are imprisoned, and even gods can be imprisoned in Tartarus. From chaos also emerged Erebus, namely the darkness that will rule the earth. Erebus, darkness, and Nyx, night, united to give birth to offspring, namely Ether, day, and Hemera, light. Therefore, they say the sun comes from darkness. From the night, Nyx, we can see things like destiny, disaster, sleep, and even death. Gaia gave birth to Uranus, the mountains, Aurea, and also the ancient sea god, Pontus. Uranus represents the sky with all its beauty, and he tried to prove that he was equal to Gaia, Mother Earth. Finally, Uranus became Gaia's mate. If we talk about Greek mythology, it is always closely related to incest. Even in some variations of their marriage or their union was created thanks to the services of Eros, god of love. But in this version, Eros is part of the 3rd generation. Now it's still the 1st generation. Then Gaia and Uranus had offspring, namely the 12 Titans or the 2nd generation, 3 giant Cyclops and also 3 scary Hecatonchires. Uranus hated his descendants so much, especially the ugly and scary Hecatonchires. Because he hated his own child so much, he then put his child back into Gaia's womb. Therefore, Gaia felt great pain. Then she gave her children a sickle to avenge her mother on Uranus, but the only child who dared to avenge his mother on Uranus was Cronus, the last child of the Titans. That night, when Uranus was fast asleep, Cronus came and cut Uranus's genitals using a sickle. The blood that flowed produced the giants, nymphs, fairies, and furies. Then Cronus threw Uranus's genitals into the sea. From Uranus's floating genitals, Aphrodite, or the goddess of beauty, was created. Until now, many people think that Aphrodite was made from sea waves. From there, Uranus was expelled to leave the earth, but he promised to avenge his children, especially Cronus. But Cronus is evil. After Uranus left, he exiled the giants and Hecatonchires to Tartarus. Then he ruled the earth. Next, we discuss the 2nd generation, namely the Titans. There are 12 Titans issued by Gaia. The first is Koios, the Titan of intelligence and also prophecy. The second is Krios, the Titan of the constellations. The third is Iapetus, the Titan of mortal life. Next is Mnemosyne, the Titan of memory. Next is Oceanus, the Titan of the sea. Themis, the Titan of divine law. Rhea, the Titan of fertility. Next is Tethys, the Titan of fresh water. Phoebe, the Titan of radiance. Thea, the Titan of light. Then Hyperion, the Titan of heavenly light. And finally, there is Cronus, the Titan of time and age. Among these Titans, the most famous are Atlas, the Titan of endurance, Eos, the Titan of dawn, morning, Epimetheus and Prometheus, the Titan of afterthought and forethought, Helios, the Titan of the sun, Leto, the Titan of motherhood. After determining himself as the leader of the Titans, Cronus married Rhea, his sister, then gave birth to the offspring we know as the Olympians. But Cronus was afraid of the prophecy of Uranus and also Gaia. The prophecy said that he would be overthrown, just like he overthrew his father, Uranus. That incident would happen to Cronus too. Rhea gave birth to the first 6 Olympians, namely Hestia, the goddess of family warmth and sacrifice, Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, Hera, the goddess of marriage and family, Hades, the god of the underworld, Poseidon, the god of the sea. Lastly, there was Zeus, the god of the sky. His children were born one by one, but after being born, they were immediately eaten by Cronus. The reason why Cronus ate his own child was to avoid the prophecy from happening to him. Rhea, as a mother, was upset and angry. Why her child who was born had not had time to get affection was immediately swallowed by Cronus. Finally, she hid her last child, Zeus. She presented to Cronus a lump of stone that she called Zeus. Then Cronus was unconscious and he swallowed the stone because he thought that it was his son, Zeus. Then Zeus was sent by his mother to the island of Crete. There he was raised by a nymph and trained until the time Zeus fought his father. As time went by, Cronus grew older, more helpless, weaker, while Zeus grew stronger. To make it easier to fight his father, Cronus was given a potion, and when Cronus drank the potion, he vomited all his children, who had previously been swallowed by Cronus because they were immortal. When they were vomited, they had grown big and strong. Zeus and his brothers and sisters fought Cronus and then threw him into Tartarus. Despite their victory over Cronus, they did not stop fighting and still fought the other Titans. Then the Titans fought the Olympians. This war lasted for 10 years without any party winning. Finally, Zeus went to Tartarus and freed the Cyclops and Hecatoncheires. Because they were happy to have been freed, the three Cyclops gave Zeus a gift in the form of a lightning weapon, which had the power of thunder. Hecatoncheires helped the war. They threw stones at the Titans. Finally, with additional help, the Olympians won over the Titans, and Zeus imprisoned them all in Tartarus. And the Titan Atlas was punished to stand forever while carrying the earth on his shoulders. That's why we have a map called Atlas. After witnessing the fall of her children, Gaia finally created one last monster, Typhon, the father of all monsters. The gods were afraid of Typhon. They ran away one by one, but not Zeus. Zeus would not let his kingdom fall. Then he continued to attack the monster with his lightning. But because Typhon was very strong, he tore Zeus's muscles and made Zeus retreat. Only a few gods and goddesses helped and fought with Zeus. Apart from the ones who escaped, only Hermes and Athena helped Zeus beside him. Hermes with his lightning abilities, so he moved very fast and he was indeed known as the god of thieves. He stole Zeus's muscles that were taken by Typhon and then returned them to Zeus. After Zeus recovered, he was more excited and stronger than before, and Zeus managed to defeat Typhon. After all the enemies had been defeated, no one dared to challenge his power in the Olympians. Of course, Zeus took his place on the throne. If you refer to this version, it seems repetitive. From the first generation, the story is like repeating itself. A mother who helps her children to fight her husband. And Uranus and Cronus were both defeated by their own children. So it's like history was created to repeat itself. Furthermore, regarding the primordials or Titans, they are more of a symbolism or concept or personification. Then the Olympians already have a clear form, their appearance is clear, their nature is also clear, each character is different. That's all the origins of Greek mythology. Hopefully this video adds insight and knowledge for those who have watched. Who knows, there is a different version or something not appropriate here. You can comment and apologize if there is something wrong. Thanks for watching!